What's up, guys, and welcome back to In the Shop TV. My name is Mike. That's my 1955 Chevy truck build. That is my wife's 1975 Corvette C3 that I have not started working on yet. We're gonna get to it soon. Today, instead of working on the cars themselves, we're gonna be working on car parts. I've got this entire shelf over here filled up with stuff that I stripped off of the LS engine and off of the Chevy truck itself. We got a grill, a core support for the truck down there. We've got the truck intake off our LY6. We got our rear plate. Bunch of Chevy truck parts up here. Coils, valve covers, all types of good stuff. First, I think I'm gonna focus on this intake right here. These truck intakes, while they're not the prettiest to look at, they make really good power, and I know somebody's gonna wanna use this in their build. It makes some good power for themselves. So let's get this cleaned up so I can resell it. So my shop, the actual building is still somewhat new to me, so I just put this quick workbench together the other day out of 2x4s, give myself a place to do this kind of stuff. So I've got this variable valve timing cover right here that I've cleaned up and painted. And we took the old seal out and pressed in a new front seal. So somebody will probably want to use that in their build, hopefully. And we've already done, we had the exhaust manifolds that were on there. They're like the header style, truck style manifolds. I wire wheeled those, smoke tested them, cleaned them up, and painted them with a nice cast exhaust paint, and they look really good. Somebody already bought them from us. So we'll start working on this intake now. So we're going to start by taking off our throttle body. I'm not sure if I'm going to resell it or keep it, but you got 4 10 mil bolts holding it in the front. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed or not when I took it off, but there's a little bit of oil in the intake. And that is somewhat of a common issue on these trucks, and that is due to they're not really having, or the lack of a proper PCV valve. That's my understanding anyway. So if you guys have been following along, we did have those baffled valve covers that we installed from Holley, but we're also going to be running a catch can on this engine that we're installing on a 55 Chevy truck. So that oil catch can will help keep a lot of the oil out of the intake. First thing I'm going to do is actually try to clean up some of that oil out of the intake. So guys, I'm doing things the old-fashioned way with brake cleaner and engine degreaser. Make sure you get your, I don't have like a parts washer or anything like that, so make sure you have tons of shop towels and shop rags on hand and all your chemicals and cleaners and stuff like that, and don't be afraid to get dirty. It'd be nice to have a parts washer in here, but you know, the shop is relatively new and I'm still acquiring different tools and stuff to facilitate what I do in here, so all in good time, I guess. I like to buy these things, these shop towels, in like the largest bundles I can find, because whenever you're rebuilding a car or cleaning parts or doing any of this type of stuff, you're gonna go through them really rapidly. So, and you save a ton of money if you buy them in bulk. So if you're doing anything like this, get yourself like a huge pack of shop towels, get 3 or 4 packs of them. You know, I buy these shop towels by the case. You get them on Amazon cheap, so they're really good to have a lot in abundance. You don't want to be having like 1 or 2 rolls and then you're going through them and then you run out and you got to stop your project and go to the store and pick up more. So always buy them in bulk. A large assortment of nylon and brass and wire brushes around of different, you know, varying sizes and shapes, because it really helps you get into the little crevices and stuff and get all that dirt out of there. No matter what part you're cleaning, they always come in handy. So try to keep a bunch of these around. Not expensive. You can go to your local Harbor Freight and pay a couple bucks for them. Really one of the more frequently used tools, believe it or not, in the shop. At least for me anyway. There's little tabs here, I don't know if you can see them. Just kind of pry them down and your intake gasket comes off. So I'm going to take that off and clean it separately, keep it to the side. The hardest part first, which is whatever I can get on the inside of this where there was some oil accumulation, and then cleaning the outside is obviously going to be a little bit easier. So we'll start with the harder part and finish with the outside. So I kind of lied. I'm actually decided I'm going to just work from front to back. I cleaned on the inside on that runner and the actual throttle body port itself, and then I cleaned on the inside of this runner and down here, as you can see. Kind of stop right here. So I think I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to work my way back, clean inside this runner, clean inside that runner, clean the bottom, clean the top, and we'll just work from front to back. There we go. guys, there's two methods of thought when it comes to this, and some people, a lot of times when I find used parts on the internet, they're usually dirty. So, I mean, do you have to take the time and clean them like this? No, you don't. Most of the parts are dirty when you find them online. People pull them, they put them up for sale, and they sell, and that's fine. But in my experience, I've found that their logic is that time is money. And if I have to put all this time into cleaning this, it's costing me money when I could be doing something else. They're right. But I look at it in the same philosophy, but reversed. If I put a little bit of time into this, cleaning them up, making them look nice, every time I've sold something that looked nice, I sold it for more money, and I sold it a lot quicker. So there's that time is money thing, right? If you can sell something in a quarter of the amount of time it takes for something dirty to sit there on the internet and people to scroll past it and pass it by and everything, there you go, there's time is money. So, and making more on your effort is always nicer than making less. So it's not the right way or the only way, it's just my way. And I think that if you put a little bit of extra time cleaning things up, making them look nice, addressing any problems that might be there, you're gonna reap rewards monetarily, you know. And also, I don't want to sell somebody something crappy. I want to make sure everything is right. I want to make it clean. I want them to be happy. Again, time is money. The last thing I want is somebody calling me back or sending me emails saying, hey, you sent me this crap and it's cracked and you didn't check it over and it's dirty and it's filthy and it dripped oil all over my carpet when I opened the box in my living room, and I don't want to deal with it, guys, you know. So just take a little bit of extra time, in my opinion, clean it up, give somebody something that's decent. Care about what you do, just try, you know. Anyway, that's my lecture for today on morality and cleaning auto parts. All right, guys, that's quite an improvement, I'd say. We're all cleaned out inside, looking pretty good up on top. You know, there's obviously some little crannies in there I can't get out. I mean, they could spend a lot more time and get it perfect, but these are used auto parts. I did put an effort into making it nice and clean for somebody. There's always going to be a little bit of work you got to do when you get something used, but I think this is totally reasonable to send out to somebody. All right, so I just posted this thing on Facebook. Now we're going to brace ourselves for a slew of "is this available" messages in our inbox. If you've ever sold anything on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. If any of you guys happen to need any oddball parts for a Chevy LS, you know, style engine, or a 55 Chevy truck, I got brake booster and all types of stuff. I got the shifter for the truck and lots of stuff I took off the original LS. So you never know. In the description is my email address. So if there's anything you guys need, or can't even hurt to ask, go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll let you know if I got it.